Hi there, Inkwell here. Welcome to a new section on this channel of audio-visual book reviews. We start with a review of a romance novel. Inklen will be giving the review, and watch to the end for a special treat from the author, a message to all her fans and readers.
Hello everyone, the book we are reviewing today is The Reluctant Bridegroom, by Arabella Sheraton. This book is not the usual romance novel I choose. I tend to pick up a good paranormal or sci-fi romance. But The Reluctant Bridegroom has proven to be a real gem. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. We should start the review with the book cover. The saying goes, don't judge a book by its cover, but when choosing a book to read, it's always the first thing anyone does, judge the book by its cover before even reading the blurb on the book. The book cover of The Reluctant Bridegroom has amazing details, highlighting what to expect from the characters. The excellent use of color and the font used in the lettering gives you a real sense of the aristocracy of the time period the story is based on. And the most important detail is you can see this is a romance novel. Book cover judged. Now we want to know what the book is about. Here is the blurb. The handsome Earl of Wenham has no intention of marrying soon. His sister Almeria points out to Hugo that he owes it to the title and the estates to marry and produce an heir. Failure to do so means the entire lot devolves upon his second cousin, the Honourable Felix Barstow. She also reminds him that their father had promised an old friend, Lord Lavenham, that his son should marry Lord Lavenham's daughter, Miranda. Out of respect for his father's dying promise, which he had never taken seriously, the Earl sets off for Lavenham House. He is stranded by snow a few miles away from his destination and takes refuge in a local inn. He meets up with a heavily veiled, mysterious young woman, who, by her confidences to him, he realizes is the elusive Miranda. To his shocking surprise, the feisty Miranda declares she will not have anything to do with someone whom she declares is possibly so fat and gouty that he needs to have a wife found for him. In fact, she would rather run away with a childhood friend. Intrigued, the Earl makes it his business to get to know Miranda better by inviting her to stay in London with his sister. Unfortunately, this strategy annoys his dandyish cousin Felix Barstow, who is determined that the young and healthy Earl should not marry and cheat him out of his birthright. Will Felix succeed in a dastardly plan to murder his cousin? The blurb is perfect at creating the intrigue needed to attract readers of this genre. The next part of the review comes after reading the book. The book is a delightful Regency romance that weaves an engaging tale of duty, honor, and unexpected love. The story revolves around the dashing Earl of Wenham, Hugo, who, out of respect for his father's dying promise and his sister's request, embarks on a journey to meet Miranda, the daughter of Lord Lavenham. When circumstances force him to take shelter in a local inn and he encounters the veiled and spirited Miranda, the stage is set for an unconventional and captivating romance. Miranda's reluctance to marry Hugo, who she imagines as old and ailing, adds a layer of intrigue to the plot. Arabella Sheraton skillfully builds the tension and chemistry between the two characters as they navigate the challenges posed by Hugo's cousin, Felix Barstow, who harbors sinister intentions. Sheraton's writing is engaging and evocative, transporting readers to the enchanting world of Regency England. The story's pace is well balanced, allowing for the development of the characters and their relationships while maintaining a sense of urgency. The characters are vividly drawn, with Hugo and Miranda standing out as strong, well-developed individuals. The well-crafted plot keeps readers emotionally invested in the story, eagerly anticipating a satisfying, happily ever after. The themes of duty, honor, and love are woven seamlessly into the narrative, making this book an engaging and satisfying Regency romance. The Reluctant Bridegroom is a must-read for fans of the genre, offering a captivating story with strong characters, an engaging plot, and expertly crafted prose that keeps you turning the pages.
You'll find the link in the description to the Kindle ebook.
And now, a message from the author, Arabella Sheraton.
I love writing Regency romance and am always glad when a new idea pops into my head for another sparkling, witty romance. The Dangerous Duke, my first romance novel, was written for fun, to entertain my mother who was a huge romance fan, but in particular of Regency romance. From there, more ideas came with more characters clamoring to have their chance to shine in their very own book. When not writing, I try to relax with walking the, always keen, dogs, movies, theater, travel, when I can afford it, meeting up with friends, and, of course, reading. I love reading generally, so most books spark my interest. I devoured all my mother's historical romances, Jean Plaidy, Georgette Heyer, etc., while at school, but developed a love of classic writers such as the Bronte sisters, Jane Eyre, and George Eliot as well. I adore a good story. I don't care if it has been told before. As long as the author has compelling and interesting characters, it will grab me. If you are writing historical fiction, remember that your readers will be fans of the era, and they can be very unforgiving if you start playing around with facts, or introduce social issues that would not have existed at the time.